All right, so I had back day yesterday. I'm only getting around to recording the audio right now, but I had back day yesterday, and I still had my back spasms. Luckily, they gotten a lot better, so I'm feeling a little bit better about it. But yeah, so I figured out a little bit about what's going on. It's basically just back spasms. So I'm doing the ibuprofen. It does help with the inflammation, and maybe it'll help my recovery time a little bit better. And I've just been stretching a lot. I had work today, so I just did a lot of stretching. And yeah, I mean, doing back day with the back spasms, probably not the smartest thing. I was going very light, and still I hit a spasm at the end, so I kind of just stopped lifting. You'll see. But yeah, I mean, I didn't deadlift. I did bend over row. That's what got me. But I was still able to do all my pull-ups. The pull-ups felt really good. And I did the hang clean. So those felt really good too. But then when I got to bend over row. And you know what? I probably shouldn't have bent over row because that puts my spine in a pretty compromised position. But overall, it was good. I still was able to get a really good lift in. Felt really good. Weighed myself. I'm still at 200 pounds. And I've been eating a lot less. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been gaining a lot of muscle, losing fat. That's what it feels like. Not sure exactly if it's true. Just because I'm not able to lift as much as I was before. But it feels like I'm able to do a lot more. But yeah, I did 10 sets of 5 reps. I only failed once, but most of them I was able to get all 5 reps in. So that feels good because before I was only doing 10 sets of 4 reps. So I'm making incremental progress, and that feels good, especially because I weigh more. Gets a little bit easier. I was mostly focusing on trying to have really good form, especially those first 7 sets. The first 7 sets I did pretty good, getting all the way down. And it's important to get all the way down because that's where the most amount of resistance is. That's where the hardest part of the movement is at the bottom of the rep. So when you're cheating, like not going all the way down, that's you you make it a lot easier. You're not gonna get as much, not as much gains out of it. So I was trying to do, get all the way down, and it felt good. Was able to get a good amount of sets in. Feel good, made a lot of progress. But yeah, the back spasms, I did hot packs today, and that helped a little bit. I didn't spasm up at all, so at least I have that going for me. I'm gonna go to hit some squats after this, but I'm not gonna do any weighted squats. Some hamstring work. But yeah, I mean, feel pretty good. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought that I herniated a disc or something, but my symptoms would be a lot different if I herniated a disc. So it's just back spasms. Those muscles in the back, they're just spasming, trying to protect my spine, because I didn't brace properly when I was doing those heavy squats. So in some ways it's very upsetting because I just did a deload, and now I come back and immediately hurt myself. So in some ways it's upsetting, but I know this pain will subside, so in some ways I'm making progress. Anyway, overall, feeling pretty good, feeling pretty hopeful. Had work today, it was okay. Just doing what I can, trying to make slow but steady progress. Pretty much all I really got going. I was telling all my coworkers that I hurt my back, and I was like, I can't stop lifting. This is all I got. If I don't have this, what do I have? Anyway, yeah, that was the one set that I did fail. I didn't take a long enough. I usually take I was trying to take 30 seconds in between each one, but I honestly took 45 to a minute. So when I was not taking that much time in between, I struggled a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, the pull-ups is something I've been focusing on a lot. and it feels good to be able to make that progress. Um, Slow but steady. I haven't been focusing on the pull-ups as much before. So over the past probably over the past 70 days, that's when I've really taken the pull-ups seriously. And I think I'm able to get my max numbers up. I'm at I think I'm at 12 or 13 right now. I really feel like I can get to 20 reps in a row. If I keep on going on with this, I can double it. So that's the goal, 20 pull-ups. And I think I can do it. I just gotta stay consistent with it. And it's good, I'm doing basically every 3 days. I'm doing a different pull-up exercise. Doing I think it's 3 sets, max pull-ups, and then I do those ladder sets, and then I do finally the 10 sets of as many I can do. So yeah, slowly but steady making progress. So here's the hang clean. There's only 10 on each side, so it's 65 pounds in total. I was mostly focusing on form here, trying to see the least amount of weight, or not the least amount of weight, but the least amount of force to pull the weight up and get under it. Because when I have I don't know, say 185 pounds, 225 pounds on the hang clean, it's gonna be a lot more technique. This I can hang snatch it, easily. I can hang snatch this without momentum, even. But when it's gonna be really heavy weights, I just gotta focus on having that good form, being able to get under the weight. That's what's really important. So yeah, I have my shoes on. Honestly, not 100% sure how I feel about that, because those are running shoes. So in all honesty, I should probably get weightlifting shoes, because I felt myself coming forward on these reps. So in some ways, there's a lot of progress to be made. As far as my technique goes, I shouldn't be falling forward like that. I probably should have done them barefooted instead, but you know how it is. I just wasn't feeling great. So I was, it was very lightweight anyway, so it didn't really make too much of a difference, But if this was 185 pounds, I would have fell forward with my shoes on. So, I probably going forward, I'm just gonna do it barefoot, or at least until I get weightlifting shoes or something along those lines. But yeah, this is basically the form I was practicing, trying to go with as little force as possible and get it up and over. Try to get under the weight. Mostly focusing on that technique. Focusing on catching at the bottom, having my hip crest go below my knees. Yeah, exactly. Trying to get it to basically catch it in the front squat position. So in some ways, the front squat is pretty useful when it comes to this kind of stuff. You're practicing the front squat and being comfortable squatting in that position, bringing it up. Yeah. So the front squat, people say that the front squat's useless, but I like the front squat. You can't do the front squat as much front squat as you can do the back squat, but it's really good for balance, that ankle mobility. It really hits the quads, and it's really good for the hang clean, power clean, because catching at the bottom position, if you don't know how to front squat, you're not going to be able to. Once you get under the weight, you're just not going to be able to bring it up, which, I feel the harder part is catching it. When I was really young and really small, I tried to hang clean 35 pounds. So that's probably 115. It's 115 pounds. And I tried to hang clean it, and it knocked me back. I fell on my back. Yeah. I was 20 pounds back then, freshman in high school. So yeah, I very vividly remember that, getting knocked down by the weight, So I think that's probably the hardest part for me. Not the squatting part. The squatting part's fine, but the actual catching the weight, or bringing it up high enough for me to get under it, Like a lot of times when I fail the hang clean, it's because I just like throw it up and I can just tell I'm not gonna be able to get under it, so I just throw it, let it fall to the ground. But overall, it's okay. Now this is the bent over row, and this is when you'll actually see my back spasm. And after that, I was gonna do some bicep work, but after this, I was just like, oogie, time to go. I had a good run, so it is what it is. I felt my back spasm, and I said, no, thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. First set went great, nothing bad. And then the second set, you'll see on the second to last rep. That's when it all came crashing down. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm still doing really well, even with these minor setbacks. That's all they are, minor setbacks. So, trying to keep my head up high, trying to hit new PRs. We'll see. But yeah, here you can see the back spasm. Right. There we go. Yeah, you can see it right there. Yeah, not fun. Really hurt. And after that, I said, okay, it was fun. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye.